Well, Happy New Year. This is the 1st of January, and some of you may even be watching this on New Year's Eve because of the way that things are in Australia. Here we're always so far ahead. It's why they always film the Sydney fireworks and so on. And we are at 1 John chapter 3 verse 10. This is the very first reflection for 2025. This is how we know who the children of God are and who the children of the devil are. Anyone who does not do what is right is not God's child, nor is anyone who does not love their brother and sister. So, in the previous verses, John has been talking about right and wrong. And he's summarizing it here and saying, look, if you don't do what's right, you're not of God. Again, as we've kept pointing out, it doesn't mean that you are sinless, but that you have a new principle implied within you, planted within you, which enables you to seek to do what is right, and you should seek to do what is right. And that's how you know who a Christian is. A Christian is somebody who does what is right. This is how we know who the children of God are and who the children of the devil are. But there's also this second aspect, which he now introduces, and from verse 11 onwards, as we'll see tomorrow, there's this other fruit, if you like, this other mark of being a real Christian. And it's, nor is anyone who does not love their brother and sister. So when we say doing what is right, there's an implication, I think, that we would pick up on sometimes, that when you do what is right, you could be really cold and clinical. But this is not cold and clinical. This is living in God's light and living in love. And love in this sense is not just the sense of feeling warm towards people. It's not just feeling. There's feeling, I think, is involved in it. But love is expressed in caring and in sharing, in loyalty, in generosity, in self-service, in suffering for other people. I think this kind of love that John is speaking about isn't natural to human beings. I think we have a lot of self-love that is natural. I think in C.S. Lewis's famous book, The Four Loves, you've got eros, and you've got phileo, and you've got friendship as well. But agape is the one which is the self-sacrificial love. And I think that is supernatural, and I think that does come from God. It doesn't grow naturally in our own hearts. But, when that love is in us and when it is demonstrated among us, it is the greatest proof of the love of God, because you can see it. You can see it in action. So when Jesus says, by this all men will know that you are my disciples. I remember in Dundee one time, a man coming into the church and going, you people have got something. You've got something. Because he saw it. It's funny, the same man at one point also said to me, couldn't you have all of this without Christ? And I said, no. Hey, listen, that's the deal. That's the deal, man. And that's what I long to see, you know, in the church, in Scots. We need renewal and revival and an outpouring of God's Spirit. And there are just little hints of some things beginning to happen, which is great. But who knows? But it all becomes worthless unless we're able to show love to one another. How do we know who the children of God are and who the children of the devil are? People come in and they profess faith. People might come in and be very legalistic in their righteousness. People may come in and have lots of words and can pray and everything else. But we really only know when they do what is right and when they love their brothers and sisters. And I guess I got to look at my own heart and that, and so have you. So, Happy New Year. God bless you. See you now. We've entered the new year on January the 2nd. Bye.